Welcome back, guys. If this is your first time here, I'm Thomas.
And I'm Melissa.
Welcome to Home on the Hitch. So we travel in our RV trying to find ways to make every moment count.
Because tomorrow is not guaranteed. So if this sounds like you or you're interested in RV travel,
hang out with us for a little while and let us answer some questions for you. Today, we're going to talk about the daily maintenance or like small maintenance things that you have to deal with on a ongoing basis as an RV owner that some of you newer owners may not know about. So stick around. I've got a few things going on today. Working on the camper, a few maintenance things to take care of. We're going to work on the front here a little bit as well. I got something else that we're going to put up on the front of the camper here as far as branding. So that's probably the first thing going to do. And then I'm not sure, we got a couple other things to do maintenance wise, and that's the kind of stuff we're going to talk about today. So stay with us. All right, so I'll tell you what, the humidity will just take it right out of you. All right, so we're gonna work on this back here. I got another vinyl decal we're gonna put up here. So first thing I gotta do is clean this off. Not very good at this, so I need to make sure I have the best chance possible, is it? So basically this is a QR code to put on there that people, you know, walking around the campground, everybody's like, oh cool, what is that? And they scan it and it takes them right to our YouTube channel. So just want to make sure that looks okay to her. It looks okay, cool. Yeah, that's better. So you happy with that, or? Okay. That's pretty cool. It's kind of off to the side and people can be like, oh yeah, I know them. Everybody subscribe. Home on the Hitch. Home on the Hitch. All right, so now that silliness is done. So like really one of the things that really kind of scares me to death in these RVs is water, man. Water. Worst enemy, I think. So on this last trip we were on, we noticed that because the road by the campground was actually above our side, we were able to see the top of this slide and the seal that seals the slide when it comes in. We noticed the top had ripped off. Now we've been noticing them kind of flattening out for a while. See if I can get this. So you can see how it's kind of poking up there a little bit. That one hasn't pulled off exactly. So I've been kind of slowly searching for a replacement. And I've found this seal, which is it goes in this channel here, but it's not super easy to get in or out, and it's quite expensive. So found something that I think is going to work really good, but we got to get up there and cut that one out first. So we go get a taller ladder, and that's what we're going to do. So, and see what we're talking about. Also, oh yeah, check that out. All right. No bueno. All right. So I wonder where the slide actually, how high the slide actually closes off of this, because I might be able to put the trim that I bought like right above it. If I'm gonna have to see that's stapled on there. That thing is, anyway. There's little dog. See, I know my camper is here, and I want in it. Don't you? So, all right, that's not exactly what I was expecting to find. And you got to clean this mess. All right, so I'm cleaning this area off up here. I don't know what to do about this, because what I have is just not going to work in there. I'm wondering if I can just take a razor knife and cut this little piece off right here. That way I'll have a nice flat surface to attach what I have. And I mean, if I can do that, then everything will be all right. But I'm not 100% sure about that. But I still got to get everything clean. I've got to, like where it had squished up, it was like balling up the, this is the factory seal on the slide out. And it was kind of balling up the, somehow pulling up the butyl tape there. So I'm going to clean all that up and retape it with some new Eternabond tape. It's always something. That's okay though. We do it because we love it. All right, let's see if we can see this or not. I don't know. You may not be able to see too well from my hand. What I'm doing is I've got this, the way this weather stripping is, or this mount is. What I'm going to do is I need to cut this piece off right here, this little lip, so the piece of seal that I bought will go on here, this section right here, flat, and stick on there. And I can also run a staple in it if I need to, but it's turned out pretty easy with just a scraper, flat razor blade scraper, and rinsed it off pretty smooth. So yeah, not too bad, and it's pretty flush. I have some different gray tape that I use from a different company that I love, that is so much easier to put on. And I've used it on the other slides. I've got a big roll of it, but I must have put it in a really safe and secure spot because I have no idea where it's at. So. And it is like, it's on wax paper. And it's so easy to get off of the roll and to, well, the sun's getting low, but did find the gray tape. So I went ahead and applied that on the camper here. Love this stuff, goes down great. I've rolled it down. So not too awful worried about that now. Glad that's done. I got to clean this up a little bit right here. And then I did a test spot down there on the end and started trimming the stop edge off of this thing, and that's going to look like it's going to work really nice. So, all right, well, the sun has set. We're still out here working, but I said earlier, I got the gray tape on there, so we are all set there like that. I've got this all shaved down, and I just went through and cleaned it one little pass with some acetone just to get any extra dirt and grime off there and soften up that surface just a little bit. So this is what we're putting on there. There's this 1-inch foam rubber with a 3M backing on it. So I'm going to put that on there and get it in place, and then close the slide up and leave it, under pressure all night. And that should adhere pretty well. If I need to run a staple every foot or so, I could do that tomorrow if I need to, but I believe we're going to be all set. So that literally only took just a couple of minutes to press that on there. It went way better than I thought it was going to, and really went on very well. So yeah, it's on all the way down. So what I'm going to do is I am going to close this up. I'm going to close this slide up. I'm going to let that sit the night. Ooh, perfect. That's a good tight seal too.
Good, good.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, good deal. Thank you. All right, that is it for tonight. So we'll come back tomorrow, open it back up, and we should be good. I got to clean it up a little bit, but we'll be good. All right. Came out here today and opened up the slide. Everything seems to be perfect. Yeah, it's stuck on there just fine, and it's really adhered, so I don't think we're going to have any issues with it. So I'm going to go ahead and measure the other 2 slides and go ahead and order what I need for that. So, oh, it's hot. Just got done washing the roof. Nice and white. Try to do that at least twice a year, but it's been about a year since I did it. So, all right, guys. So, oh, shiny tires. Nice. All right, shiny. So, last thing we're going to do on this kind of maintenance deal here is try to lube up these stabilizer jacks a little bit. They are squeaking somewhat when we put them down, and what I like to use on them is a dry lube. It doesn't necessarily have to be this brand. There's several brands out there, but I find that the dry lube works a lot better. It doesn't really attract dust and dirt as much as, say, like regular WD-40 or spray lubricant or grease or stuff like that. Those types of things will attract dust and dirt, and it'll get into the screw mechanism of the jack. It can cause some problems, so I prefer to use the dry lube. So yeah, it always seems like there is something to be fixed or maintained. If you've got an RV, then you know what I'm talking about. Things are going to break, and there are certain things that have to be maintained, brakes and hubs, and if you're smart, your roof and the seals and everything like that, because water damage is a killer for RV. So there's 2 different schools, I think, on it. I tend to be one that probably overdoes the preventative maintenance, but that's just the way I am. If something is getting towards what I think is the end of its lifespan, whether it's showing signs of needing to be replaced or not, I'm probably going to replace it. It just makes me feel better. It keeps me a lot busier with maintenance issues, but I think it's probably worked out well for us.
Right.
And then the other school is going to be guys that don't replace stuff until it breaks, and I don't really recommend that. So just make a checklist or things that you need to keep up on, and keep up on it. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to leave this one right here. Until next time, guys, take care of each other, love each other,
And make every moment count.
we'll see you next time, guys.